simple human sense.
We have dry conditions across mid-Michigan this afternoon, but satellite and radar shows plenty of cloud cover blanketing the area. Temperature-wise, current readings are sitting in the mid to low 20s. We're at 22 degrees in Lansing, 21 our current temperature in St. John's and Jackson. We will warm up into the upper 20s throughout the day, staying dry and have a fair amount of sunshine in the forecast. Cloud cover will increase overnight tonight, and that is ahead of the chance for snow moving in tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a bit. 6 News at noon starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at noon.
Why do you keep acting as if you want to show up for your students, but then you cower and you hide? Why?
Protesters halted Michigan State University's Board of Trustees meeting this morning, demanding their message be heard. It's our top story at noon. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Megan Vaselli. Pro-Palestine protesters have continued to ask the board to withdraw investments in support of Israel. The students who interrupted today's meeting said certain board members had agreed to meet with them earlier this week, but canceled at the last minute. Rachel Ramsey joins us now with a closer look at what happened earlier. Rachel?
Yeah, Megan, a group called the Huria Coalition has been protesting the university's investment portfolio for more than a year now. They want to see the school divest from holdings that support Israel, like weapons manufacturers.
How can you preach civil discourse when you won't actually meet with us and talk to us?
President Guskowitz, why would you look at us?
Things boiled over today when the board met to discuss several agenda items, including the tear down of the IM West building and Spartan Stadium renovations. The coalition says it invited the board to have a conversation about the divestments on Wednesday night, and they were expecting 4 board members to be there. But they say all 4 sent last-minute emails saying they no longer plan to attend. So the group made their voices heard at this morning's meeting, which led to a recess. 6 News spoke with some students who say during this recess, the board and the Huria Coalition came to an agreement on a new meeting time.
Our goal isn't to disrupt. Our goal is to have a conversation with administration. Our goal isn't to ruin people's day or try to end public comment. We want people to actually have a voice, and this is the only way that we're able to be heard.
Students say the board agreed to meet with them in 2 weeks to set up a time to sit down and have a discussion in April. MSU has claimed in the past year that it has no direct investments in Israeli companies. Megan, back to you.
Rachel, thank you. 6 News is following a gathering across the street from the Howell Theater when 7 to 10 men dressed in black and waving swastika flags shouted at people attending last night's screening of Face of Hate. The new documentary centers around a Howell native who stood trial more than 20 years ago for committing a hate crime against a black state trooper. This marks the 3rd time in just the last 6 months that groups with Nazi flags have demonstrated in Livingston County. Last November, a group of masked men showed up outside Howell's American Legion post during a theater performance of The Diary of Anne Frank. 6 News reporter Taryn Simmons is digging into this most recent incident for us, and we'll have the latest when you join us this evening. The Trump administration faces another lawsuit today, this time in response to its efforts to put nearly all U.S. Agency for International Development employees on leave. Natalie Brand is here for you now with the latest from Washington.
As buildings remain closed, the U.S. Agency for International Development says thousands of employees will be placed on leave effective Friday night. CBS News has confirmed fewer than 300 personnel have been deemed essential of USAID's more than 10,000 staffers.
It's the U.S.'s main humanitarian agency, was created by Congress, can only be closed by an action of Congress.
The group Public Citizen filed a lawsuit on behalf of unions, saying the Trump administration's action is unconstitutional and that the freeze on foreign aid is already taking a toll.
Soup kitchens around the world are shutting down, providing food to desperately poor and hungry people. About 30 clinical trials have been suspended, so people who've been receiving medication are now cut off in the middle of the trial.
Friday, President Trump alleged on social media that the agency has corruption at levels rarely seen before, saying, quote, close it down. Thursday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the acting administrator of USAID, took a more measured tone, saying the U.S. will continue to provide foreign aid, but in a way that furthers the interests of the United States.
The goal of our endeavor has always been to identify programs that work and continue them, and to identify programs that are not aligned with our national interests and identify those and address them.
In a separate legal challenge, a federal judge in Boston has temporarily paused the buyout offer presented to around 2 million federal employees across government.
The case will be back in court on Monday. For now, the Trump administration says it's extending the deadline and workers will have until midnight Monday to accept the deferred resignation offer. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The 2025 Mid-Michigan Women's Expo now is underway at the Lansing Center. This 3-day event aims to inspire personal health, home, and style, giving all women something to feel good about. Sherry Jones has been there all morning, and she joins us now live from the Lansing Center. Sherry, I love your shades. How's it going over there today?
Oh, hi, Megan. I know it is bright and sunny and rose-colored glasses here at the Lansing Center. We are having so much fun. Right now I'm at the WLNS TV6 selfie booth, so make sure we're right in the front door. Come on in, take a selfie with a lot of our on-air talent, and register for a chance to win some really cool stuff. But more than 200 exhibitors are here. I can't believe it's the 25th anniversary of the Women's Expo. I've been here every single one, and so is TV6. So many cool things. Let's go for a little bit of walk, Megan. I'm going to show you that there are many things. There's Tupperware displays, there's health and beauty supplies, there is so much in the latest fashion trends, health and wellness. We have home decor inspiration. One thing I'm really looking forward to is the strawberry dipping, right in time for Valentine's Day. I have some friends here who've been here with me all morning long. Hello. What's your favorite part about the Women's Expo?
I gotta say I love the pickles, but the people, the variety, the pens, the free stuff, but yeah, it's just fun.
And how about you? I know you two are friends.
Very similar, sampling local tastes, local flavors. We like the honey, some of the other things that they have here.
That's great. And how about you? What's your favorite part so far?
The pickles, I don't know.
Yeah. But it's fun to have a day with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. And I'd like to encourage everyone to come on down to the Lansing Center today until 6 o'clock, Saturday again until 6, and then Sunday until 4. Reporting live from the Lansing Center, I'm Sherry Jones. Back to you, Megan.
Sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
It is a quiet and calm afternoon across mid-Michigan. Satellite and radar showing dry conditions across our area, but there is still plenty of cloud cover in place, but we do have a decent amount of sunshine actually peeking through those clouds. Area of high pressure is centered off to our southwest, will help to keep us dry as we go throughout the rest of our Friday, but notice our next system already developing over towards the Rockies, and that is going to be bringing us the chance for accumulating snowfall as we move into the start of the weekend. Cloud cover will decrease across the area as we go throughout the rest of the day. We'll average out to partly cloudy conditions across the area, and then that cloud cover increases overnight tonight. We will have a dry start to our Saturday, but right around noon, that's when the chance for widespread snow is going to be moving in. There are going to be two distinct pieces of energy moving through the Midwest. The first one off to our north, going to bring some very heavy snow bands to Traverse City and areas near Mount Pleasant, and then another one to our south. The biggest question that we still have with our different computer models this afternoon is whether or not we can get these two systems to merge to create a better chance for widespread snow across the area. If that does occur, we'll start to increase snowfall totals across the area just slightly. If it doesn't, notice on PrecisionCast, we have a lot of dry air that's going to be in place along and south of 94, which will limit any potential impacts. Regardless, system not going to be sticking around for long. We dry things out throughout our Saturday with more dry weather and mostly cloudy conditions just in time for Sunday. As of right now, I think we can bank on a widespread 1 to 3 inches of snow for areas along and just south of I-96. Notice those snowfall totals will start to taper off fairly quickly the further south that we go, and maybe an isolated snowfall total a little bit closer to 3 to 4 inches over in Ionia, St. John's, and Owasso. But as I mentioned, this system's still a little bit tricky to forecast, so we will have additional updates this evening and also as we move into the first half of the weekend as well. Outside right now, we still have plenty of sunshine, partly cloudy conditions in Lansing. Temperatures in the low 20s, but winds 14 miles per hour. dropping our wind chill temperatures down into the single digits. Very similar situation in Grand Ledge. We're at 21 degrees. That peak wind gust, 31 miles per hour, did occur right around midnight. Our winds have slowly been decreasing throughout the day, and that trend will continue this afternoon. Wind chill temperatures in the single digits in Jackson. Winds coming out of the southwest at 11 miles per hour, and our final stop in Hillsdale, widespread cloud cover with temperatures in the low 20s. As I mentioned, winds decreasing as we go throughout the rest of the day, but our 6-day forecast going to show high temperatures. Well, they're going to be noticeably cooler compared to where we were yesterday. Notice 6-day forecast shows high temperatures today will be topping out in the upper 20s. We will make it up to a high near 30 degrees with that chance for snow moving in tomorrow afternoon. After that, we have a lot of dry weather in the forecast. A stray isolated flurry not completely out of the question for Tuesday, but as of right now, it looks like most of the area will be dry, but still fairly chilly with high temperatures falling into the mid-20s.
All right, Kendall, thank you.